So then what happened? Conversation between Ram and Lakshman, yeah. So, Lord Ramchandra, he actually chastises lovingly to Lakshman. You have to remind me names, huh? Someone was sitting. Achintya, if I miss the name sometime, you remind me, Prabhuji. Slowly you tell, I'll remember. So many names are there. You get them. So Lakshman, he actually told Lord Rama, and when he saw the flags of Ayodhya, so he said, he came down and told Rama, take your bow. And then, I think I spoke that, no? Take your bow. When Lakshman heard this, he was very shattered. He was very shattered. And he actually immediately became humble. And he requested Lord Rama that he actually was trying to request Lord Rama to, maybe you are true, but still let's be in attention. We never know the enemy's mentality. But Lord Rama again thrashed it and told him no. So Lakshman was very humbled and he actually was into tears because Lord Ramachandra, he spoke about abandoning him in the one sense that rejecting him to go back and I will, if you doubt Bharat like this, then you also are not required. So actually, Lakshman has tears in the eyes and they have a conversation. By that time, Lord Ramachandra pacifies Lakshman and also tells Mother Sita very, casually, jokingly, that they both love me equally and there is some competition always between them to show their love towards me and have a little bit of a, spiritual rasa of envy, that I am more dear or I am more loyal servant. The Mother Sita also preaches to Lakshman. By that time, Bharat, actually he comes into the scene and he comes running, calling out, my dear Lord Rama, my Lord Rama, my dear King. He comes running and then it so happens that he sees Lord Ramachandra with a matted hairs in a Vanvasi Vesh, Mother Sita also, Lakshman also. And when Bharat sees that, he just could not control his emotions and he just bursts out, falls at the feet of Rama. First of all, though, he sees him almost, he faints seeing Lord Rama in this Vesh, as a Vanvasi. Because as a child, he always was taken care by Rama like a father. So it was very painful for him to see Lord Rama like this and Lakshman and Mother Sita, He just went and almost fainted at the feet of Lord Ramachandra, crying at him, and Lord Ramachandra took him up and then by the time when Lakshman was weeping, it is said that he was weeping like a small child and, cursing himself that my birth is so inauspicious that you have to go through this day. My birth is so inauspicious that you have to go through this day. And cries and cries, looking at Lord Rama, looking at Mother Sita. And Lord Ramachandra is trying to pacify. It is said that with the tears of Lord Rama, almost the whole Abhishek was done of, tear of Bharata, Abhishek was done of Lord Ramachandra. He fell at his feet and putting head. Then it is said that, it is mentioned that immediately Lakshman feels very, very guilty. He feels very shameful and very guilty. That what was I thinking about Bharat, Lakshman, what I was thinking about Bharat. And look what is he doing here, he's crying, falling at the feet of Lord Rama. Then actually by that time Bharat actually falls at the feet of Lakshman also and tries to fit, but Lakshman doesn't allow him and embraces him, and he tells, please forgive me, please forgive me. Then Lakshman actually tries to pacify him and also asks forgiveness. Lakshman is asking forgiveness from Bharat that, please forgive me, my brother, I was thinking so wrong about you, I am so sinful. I was thinking as if you have come here to attack us, he said. And, I had these thoughts about you, so negative thoughts, So Bharat actually tells Lakshmana that, no, I deserve worse than this, I deserve worse, please punish me, he says. I know my king Rama will not punish me, but you punish me, he said. And they embrace each other and cry. Because he comes running, leaving, Sumanta, the minister, and Vasishta, the Kulaguru, all the three widow mothers, Kaushalya, Sumitra, and our father, the great king Bharat, Dashrath, has actually left us. As soon as Lord Rama hears this, he faints there. He just faints, collapses there, unconscious. That, oh, my father has left us. Oh my, how can I live without him now? What happened? And he faints there. And Bharata takes Lord Rama on his laps, wakes him up, and Lord Ramchandra wakes up and cries and weeps, and he actually curses in the sense he points out at Kaikeyi again, and he tries to describe that because of this lady, and Lord Ramchandra interrupts. Mind your words, he says. Mind your words. You're pointing out at Queen Kaikeyi. Mind your words. He said, she doesn't deserve this anymore. Lord Rama says, I don't want to hear any of your words like this. Then Bharata becomes humble and he cries and explains what has happened. And Mother Kaikeyi also, she also comes and tries to fall at the feet of Lord Rama to ask forgiveness. And then Lord Ramachandra doesn't allow Mother Kaikeyi to do that. But after hearing this whole conversation, Rama is very much in grief, crying. And then, as the most eldest now, he pacifies everyone. And then they do the final rites of giving, water to Lord Dashrath Maharaj, all four brothers. And then after that, there is a very beautiful, discussion that who will rule Ayodhya now? Who will rule Ayodhya now? So, Bharat goes to Guru Vasishta. He tells him, Gurudev, now we should tell Lord Ramachandra and take him back. Vasishta says, Nama is not going to listen to me, you tell him. He said, Arey, you are the Guru, if you just order him, he will just go, he has to follow you. He said, you don't know who is Rama and you don't know what Rama will reply. I know in my capacity I cannot convince him. And then Vasishta said, anyways, it was your plan, you brought all of us. You only speak. You only speak. So then Lord Ramchandra goes and discusses with Lakshman. And he requests Lakshman, Lakshman, you do one thing. You tell our Lord. Sometimes they would tell, Lord Rama as a supreme Lord, our Father, our Lord, our King, like that. Various ways they would address. He said, you tell our Lord that Bharat has come and he has come to take us. Let us go. So, Lakshman told that, no. I cannot even dare to bring up this topic, He will reject my service only. Because every day night, Lakshman used to give massage to Lord Rama before sleeping. He said, I have some personal service, that also he will reject if I bring up this topic. I will not go. So then Bharat thinks what to do. He goes to Mother Kaushalya. He tells her, Mother, you just tell Lord Rama that Bharat has come with all the paraphernalia. Tomorrow morning we are doing your Abhishek and we will all go together only. So Kaushalya looked at Bharat and smiled. She said, if this was to Dasharath Maharaj, I would have been confident to take him also. But you don't know your brother Rama. He is not going to turn back on his words. It is not in my capacity. And she told the same thing what Vasishta mentioned. That it was your plan, we are simply following you. You only go and talk to him. But of course then he again goes to Lakshman and requests Lakshman. So Lakshman actually goes to Lord Ramachandra, and while massaging him, he tries to request. First he talks, it is so nice that Bharat is here, Shatrughan is here, all the mothers are there, only our father is not there. Don't you feel that we are like in Ayodhya? And Lord Ramachandra says, yeah, it's very true. And father would have been then, actually, we were in Ayodhya. But without our king, I'm not feeling we are in Ayodhya. Yeah, it would have been nice if you would have made, you were made the king, this whole situation would have not come up. Lord Ramachandra said, yeah, but that is true, but things are not in our control. Whatever is the will of the Lord will happen. So Lakshmana was trying to see an opportunity where to put Bharat's request. And Lord Ramachandra was not giving him an opportunity with his replies. Lord Ramachandra was not giving him this opportunity only with his replies. So then finally, Lakshman says that, it appears that Bharat has come with all the paraphernalia to perform your Rajya Abhishek, and he wants to take you back to Ayodhya. Lord Ramachandra, without any interest, without any surprise, and without any emotions, he says, no, Bharat is very childish. That is not possible. Bharat has to go back, and he has to take care of his duties and have to perform my duty. Of course, one more thing very nice is there. Lord Ramachandra actually treats Bharat as a king. So that was also very, very difficult for Bharat to face. Because when Lakshman was angry, so Lord Ramachandra chastises. He said, don't talk about our king like this. He said, don't talk about our king like this. Bharat is our king. If he comes and asks our life, we should happily give up. What to speak about the kingdom? If he asks our life, we should happily give up our life also. He's our king. So when after the whole rites and they offer water, holy water to Dasharath Maharaj, after that, Lord Ramachandra actually he treats Dasharath like a king, Bharat like a king of Ayodhya. So Bharat was not even comfortable with that. Then finally, gathering some courage, Bharat Maharaj, King Bharata actually he goes to Lord Ramachandra and he requests that, again he tries to preach him that this whole plot was done by this sinful Kaikai. Then it was in the private room, inside the room of Lord Rama. Lord Ramachandra chastises. And there is a very nice teaching here. Lord Rama actually preaches to Bharata. He said that, see, any situation we are in our life, until it happens, we have the control on it. Once it is happened, good or bad, we have to accept it as the will of the Lord. We have to accept it as a will of the Lord. We cannot blame anyone. We cannot cry on anyone. We cannot criticize anyone for whatever has happened. And when it is happening, it is in your control to act in a most intelligent way. For a devotee specifically in a humble and with Krishna conscious spirit to deal with it. But if it's not, then after that, whatever happened, you have to accept it as the will of the Lord. So Lord Ramachandra preaches this to Bharat. And don't blame Devi Kaikai. Don't blame her. And then he cries and falls at the feet again and cries that, please, it is not possible for me to go back to Ayodhya. And then he tries to trade. He said, can we do one thing? He said, what? He said, Lakshman is very intelligent to become the king. He said, then you convince Lakshman. So then Bharat knew that Lakshman is not going to get convinced. You convince Lakshman. His point was, if Lord Ramchandra orders Lakshman to go, he will stay with Lord Rama. But he said, you go and talk to Lakshman. If Lakshman goes, I have no objection. But then he again tells, but still, it is the order to you to become the king. You please go back. Then actually by that time, Bharat breaks down and he requests for an assembly to discuss this. And Lord Ramchandra agrees. And it is said that King Vashishta Muni, the Kulaguru, he actually requests Janak Maharaj to also appear. He requests that, in Raghukul, there is a great difficulty and all the 4 brothers are assembled in the forest. I think it was at Chitrakoot, no? This whole Chitradharpu, this pastime? Chitrakoot, no? Then after this they go to Nasik, because this happens in Chitrakoot, and then so Dashrath, Janak Maharaj was also ordered to come there. So Janak Maharaj is one of the Mahajanas, one of the great Raja Rishis, Shri Janak Maharaj. Shri Janak Maharaj comes next, arrives there, and then there is an assembly. And there is a discussion, and back and forth discussion happens. Bharat says, no, Rama has to become the king. And Lord Ramchandra, with a smile on the face, he preaches that, no, whatever it may be, the final order of Lord, our father, is that Bharat will become the king and have to remain in the forest for 14 years. So, in the whole conversation, there was no conclusion. There was argument and counter arguments. Who should become the king? This is also a very good teaching that when one lives a Vedic life, a life of God consciousness, Krishna consciousness in the center, one is more attached to the higher values of life than the gross material possession and assets. Here Lord Rama and Lakshman, both are Lakshman and Bharat and Shatrughan, they are rejecting the kingdom and the position. Both. They are renouncing it, and they are actually arguing in that. Then it is said that finally the whole thing, Janak Maharaj, he arrives there, when he arrives there, he sees their own daughter Sita. And Janak Maharaj actually, he looks at her and he treats her like a queen. Not like his daughter, in front of everyone. And when he goes into the room where she lives, he actually embraces her and cries. And while crying, Janak Maharaj tells his daughter that you cannot imagine how proud we are of you. In the history, we will be known as your father and mother for the sacrifice you have done to keep this family together and assist Ram in his difficulty. He said, it is so painful to see you like this, my dear daughter. I had never raised you to have this difficulty, but because it is for Rama, I am so proud of you. He tells, because it is for Rama, I am so proud of you. Like this is, and he cries, and Devi Sita also cries, And then Mother Sita actually cries, and she actually begs to Janak Maharaj. But she tells him that, my father, I have only one request to you. My husband is in a great anxiety. Somehow they preach Bharat and send him back. So again Janak Maharaj starts crying, seeing this great quality of Devi Sita. this quality. It is said that the quality of a woman when she sacrifices and is ready to assist the husband in any situation, not blaming the husband, the external situation, but stands by him. Of course, it's also the duty of the husband to follow the Vedic principles and follow the instructions of Guru and be a Krishna conscious, ideal man. Even if that is not there, if a woman is chaste and very, very humble, she actually can become an instrument to create a revolution actually in the family, then in the society, like that. So Devi Sita actually exemplifies that here. And then Bharat Maharaj, the Dashrath Maharaj, he says that who can debate with Ram? He said, who can speak to Ram? Rama is perfect in all the qualities. There is not a single inch of mistake, doubt, envy, ego, greed, anything in Rama. He is so perfect. Even perfection becomes proud of being with Rama. He is so perfect. He is so perfect. It is not in my intelligence and capacity to debate, but I will try my best. And then after the conversation, Janak Maharaj makes a very beautiful statement, and actually which is very connected to Brajabhav also in Vrindavan. He says that from logic and from reasoning, Bharat is perfect. Bharat's renunciation is perfect. Bharat's demand is perfect. Whatever he is requesting makes sense, and that is what Bharat actually should do. That is what Bharat actually should do. And today, the love of Bharat towards Rama is flooding all logic and intelligence. No logic, no intelligence, no niti is working. Everything is being flooded by the intelligence, by the love of Bharat. Because he loves Rama so much. And happy that, finally, Janak Maharaj, is at least someone is in my, side. So in one way, he says, it is the victory of Bharat's love towards Lord Rama. So Bharat becomes very happy. He said, but there is a principle of love. Love is without any expectation. Love comes without, pure love is without any expectation. The only expectation should be what the beloved wants. So that means Bharata's perfection of his love would be when he fulfills what is the desire of Lord Rama. That's it. Bharat starts crying and he curses himself that how unfortunate I am. Then Lord Ramachandra pacifies him. And then Bharat agrees to go back. And he puts a condition. He said, my Lord, I will go back, but at one condition. I will rule Ayodhya on behalf of you. And I need your padukas. I will need your padukas, your footwears. I will keep these footwears on the throne, and on your behalf, as your servant, I will rule the kingdom. Lord Ramchandra has tears, Mother Sita has tears. Everyone is crying when they hear this. Lord Ramchandra tries to pacify, no, you should be on the throne. He said, no. If you want Bharat to be alive, please now don't speak anything. You have fulfilled my desire. So Lord Ramchandra gives, with tears in his eyes he gives. And it is said that Bharat Maharaj, he actually takes Lord Rama's padukas on his head and he goes towards Ayodhya. It is said from Chitrakoot to Ayodhya, all the villagers who were staying around, they all had come on the street to see this beautiful vision of actually Bharat going back to Ayodhya. There is a very beautiful narration how actually Bharat even comes to Chitrakoot. When he meets Guhu, then when he meets Bharadwaj Muni, everywhere he was doubted. Guhu also doubts. What is the intention of Bharat going? Even Bharadwaj Muni doubts. But it is said Bharat exemplifies his determination. If the whole Ayodhya citizens doubted on Bharat, the whole devotees of Lord Ramchandra on the way towards Chitrakoot doubted on Bharat, but nothing shaked Bharat's determination. Nothing shaked him. And we, if someone doubts us, we will say, Hare, maine itna kiya. If we do something for someone, if that is doubted, we'll put a dictionary, we'll put a whole book. What all I have done? मैंने इतना किया था, मैंने ये किया था, मेरे को ये भी नहीं किया था, मैंने पेट काट के उसको बड़ा किया, मैंने अपना ये किया, वो किया, ऐसा किया, उसके लिए मैंने ये किया था. All our emotions will overflow with what we did, But when Bharata was going back, people were crying, they were feeling ashamed that we doubted this great Bharat. And he didn't live in Ayodhya. He lived at Nandigram, on the outskirts of Ayodhya, on the boundaries of Ayodhya. He lived in Nandigram, and he made a small kutir, like he saw in Chitrakoot, and he matted his hair like Lord Ramachandra did, and in a garb of Vanavasi. And 14 years he lived like that. And he also requested, one day, even if you are late by one day to come back to Ayodhya, I will enter into fire. Lord Ramchandra was very shaken by this. And then it is said that from then, Lord Ramachandra had this anxiety. From then till reaching back to Ayodhya, before time, he had this anxiety throughout in his corner of his mind that if I am late to reach Ayodhya, Bharata will enter fire. And then this happened. And then we know, after this, Lord Ramchandra was always crying. And Mother Sita also noticed that he's crying in the night. He said that, my brothers, Bharat and Shatrughan, they love me so much. After Bharat has gone, I am not able to sleep. His love is always waking me up. I'm just feeling his presence everywhere, his request everywhere. I feel like this forest, this kutir, these animals, birds, they all are looking at me and reminding me of Bharat. So then they decide to go from here and they go to... It is said that from here, Lord Rama, from Chitrakoot, he goes to Nasik then, on the journey. And we know what happened in Nasik. In Nasik, anyone knows what happened? Yeah. So, Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravana in Nasik. So that's also a very beautiful pastime, how it happened. And lot of teachings. Every section had so much of teachings actually. And this is how Vedic life is. I am going into Ramayana with super fast forward. Still there is so much teaching, So, when they reach Nasik, they make their Paranakutir there, they're staying there, hermitage, Lakshman makes. And then Nasik was Dandakaranya forest, where lot of Rakshasas were living. And one day, Rakshashi, name? Shurpanaka. She was passing by and she saw Lord Rama. And Ramayana actually describes the beauty of Lord Rama. How he had a very built-up body, very brave chest, and nice arms, beautiful lotus-like face, and greenish in color. So when Shurpanakha saw Lord Rama, she got very attracted. And she was a Rakshashi. Rakshashi means shameless, So she directly went. Shameless ladies means they will directly approach a man. So she directly went. He said, "Hey, who are you? And you are so beautiful. I would like to make you my husband." Directly she tells, Only Rakshasas can do this, Go and propose a man directly. So then Lord Rama smiled at her and she said, "Oh, you are so beautiful and you are so kind to me. But you see, I am already married. I'm already married. So I am sorry and I am bound to be with one wife only. So I cannot fulfill your desires." Lord Ramchandra smiles. She says, Surpanakha says, "Arey, don't worry about all that," she says. "Don't worry about all that. It doesn't matter to me. I can still marry you." Lord Rama says, "No, but still I cannot marry." And then by that time she sees Sita. She says, "Oh, she is your wife." I said, "Yes. So don't worry, I will eat her up and then I can marry you." So Lord Ramachandra distracts her. He says that, "See, I am here happy with my wife. I cannot get married to you. Here is my brother Lakshman. He is without his wife. Maybe he can accept your offer." So then Surpanakha goes to Lakshman and she tells, "Oh, not bad." So she tells the same thing to him, that you are so beautiful and you can become my husband and we will become the king. You will become the prince of this Dandakaranya forest and we will happily roam around here and live together. So Lakshman said, he said, "No, I cannot because I am servant of my master here, Lord Rama. I am the servant of Rama." He said, "Doesn't matter, I will eat both of them, then we will only be here." She said, "No." Then Lakshman gets angry as soon as she says that. And Lakshman was already cutting wood to, for Devi Sita to cook. So he already had the axe in his hand. So then Lakshman says that, look, he controls his anger. He tells that anyways, you will not be able to kill him because he is my brother. And above that, even if you get married to me, you will have to become the servant of Sita and Rama because I am their servant. So this will not be a very good deal with you. Better you go and convince Rama only." So again she goes to Rama, Lord Ramachandra. And then she tries to preach. By that time she gets irritated that these guys are fooling me from here to there. And she said that all the problems is because of this lady. If I eat her up, both will get married to me. So she tries to attack Mother Sita. By that time Lord Ramchandra alerts Lakshman. And Lakshman immediately throws his axe and the sword and cuts off the nose and ears of Shurpanakha. And then she actually takes a form of a beautiful woman, but then she comes to her external form of a very ugly witch Rakshashi. And then she runs to Kara and Dushan, her brother. And then we know Kara and Dushan come with 14,000 Rakshasas. And there is a very beautiful description how Lord Ramachandra actually kills. He kills Ram and Lakshman. They kill all these 14,108 Rakshasas. And then after they are killed, they are actually brother of Ravana and also brothers of Shurpanakha. So the news goes to Ravana. The news goes to Ravana. And then Ravana gets very angry. And he hears that there is a Mayavi human, in Mayavi personalities in the human form, roaming around in this territory. So the Ravana, he gets a little alert and he thinks a little bit. And he just said that to attack them, before that, he goes to Marich to consult Marich actually. You know Marich, no? He's also Rakshasa. So he consults Marich and tells him that, look, I have heard that there are two Mayavi humans who are roaming around in Dandakaranya. They are the son of Dashrath, their name is Ram and Lakshman. So as soon as Marich hears the name Rama, he starts shivering. He starts shivering. And, and with shivering he talks to Ravana. He said, if you want, he said, my dear king, if you want, if you want to save your whole Ravana race, the whole kingdom of yours, and all your citizens, please just don't think about going towards Rama. I will just advise you this much. Because previously, when Valmiki actually took Lord Rama and Lakshman to kill the Rakshashi, which Rakshashi they killed? Tadaka. Actually, that time, he shoot one arrow to, even Marich was there, isn't it? And he shoots an arrow, and one arrow hits Lord Marich, and he goes inside the ocean, 14,000 yojanas inside, and falls there. Of course, Ramayana said Lord Rama did not kill him, because he knows this pastime is going to happen. Marich will play this role. So Marich actually, by that time, by seeing taking darshan of Lord Rama, he's already become devotee of Lord Rama and also become very fearful, knowing his powers. So he very strongly preached that forget and just don't even think about going towards that side where Rama is. So Ravana heard, and he was shocked actually by the conviction of Marich. And then he got a little fearful, and he chup-chap went back to Lanka. Chup-chap silently went back and sat in Lanka, leaving up this whole idea of going. Then Shurpanaka comes, and he falls at the feet of Ravana and keeps on crying and explaining what happened. And then she notices that Ravana has no impact. And she saw that, what has happened? Why Ravana is so thanda? Then what she does, she actually starts telling lies. Rakshashis, they will do anything to fulfill their desires. They'll speak lies, they'll manipulate, they will criticize others. As soon as their ego is hurt, their desires are not fulfilled, they will do anything. So she started telling that, I was roaming around in Dandakaranya, and I saw one of the most beautiful women in the whole creation. And I thought, this foolish Ram is having her as a husband, whereas this kind of beautiful woman should be your queen. And then she started describing the beauty of Mother Sita to Ravana. Describe the beauty of Mother Sita to Ravana and invoke his lust. So, the Rakshashis, they do like this. And nowadays, Rakshashis are not only in the form of only a living being. Rakshashis have now come in the form of televisions. Rakshashis have come in the form of smartphones, YouTube, You don't have to be described about, the beauty of opposite sex. It's all there for you. All these external forms of Rakshash. And this is all digital Rakshash in Kali Yuga. It's all digital Rakshash, And they just elude and destroys the intelligence of a human being. Once our mind is gone into this, you are like a mad elephant, a mad animal. Run behind. Once one is attacked by lust, he goes crazy. After this conversation of Shurpanaka and Ravana, till his death, he actually could not come to his senses. That is the danger. It is so dangerous to give attention to an opposite sex. other than one's own husband and wife. That's why there is brahmacharya training. The brahmacharya training is, that's why. In a brahmacharya ashram, a boy, he learns about the Vedic civilization, about Vedic culture, about one's own identity, that we are not this body, we are spirit, soul. And Jivera Swarup Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. The prime duty of a living entity is to serve Krishna. And in association of all the brahmacharis in the Gurukul, one actually develops that higher taste. The higher taste is of being God conscious. Those who don't take that training of brahmacharya, they actually become a haunted ghost of lust. Because you're not trained. You're not trained in the Vedic culture. That yes, there is a permission for union between a male and female, but in a cultured way. The male and female can unite with each other, but it is done as an auspicious samskara, vivaha yagya. So one is trained in the brahmacharya ashram of all these things, And not only that, you see in the Vedic culture also, when there is a marriage ceremony, everyone knows that the girl and boy are going to get married, and then after that they will actually unite and produce a child. Isn't it true? All are aware of this. But in a cultural civilization, they don't talk about this. But there is a whole ceremony behind this. And that whole ceremony is to bless the girl and boy, right? Suppose like we are not educated, but it is true. If you just try to contemplate, for example, there is a marriage. Then you are invited. Why are you invited? Bless. But then you are also fed nicely and you are satisfied. Isn't it true? There will be nice food, nice now starters, sweet section, Chinese section, North Indian, South Indian. Some marriages you've seen? Have you seen? Whole elaborate diet program is there. How many of you seen? In our temple marriage, it's always there, Isn't it? The whole thing. Why is that? It is to satisfy you so that you bless the bride and the groom. That's the Vedic approach to male and female union. So in that approach, one doesn't get stuck like this. When that is not there, then it's all left Rakshash culture. Anyone can lust on anyone can do anything. And that's the Rakshash culture. Like that's what Shurpanaka exemplified. That's what Ravana exemplified. And when that ghost hates, finished. Whereas when you, like all of you boys are staying together, right? Correct or not? But when you go, if you're not a devotee, and if you go out with a non-devotee friends for a party, for a picnic or anything, what do you talk about? What Shurpanaka spoke? Isn't it true? That's the culture today. So it's a Rakshasa culture we are living in. So we have to learn that we should avoid this Rakshasa culture. Come out of this and accept Lord Rama's teaching. So then, once lust haunted Ravana, he went back to Marich and told him, nothing doing. Go there, become a golden deer, and attract Rama deep into the forest, and I'll kidnap Sita. So, as ordered by Ravana, Marich does that, and he actually takes a beautiful form of a golden deer. Mother Sita gets attracted. to that deer, and she actually requests Lord Rama that why don't you get this deer, and I will keep that deer in our, garden in Ayodhya. It is said the 14th year has already begun. for of their Vanavas. The 14th year has already begun. So, Mother Sita actually requests Lord Rama continuously. And then, that's also very beautiful teaching, Whenever a woman gets attracted to something and if it is stuck in his mind, she will just take the life of the husband until he gives her. Leona, please Karona, Dona, like that. Or she will get angry for not getting it, आप तो कुछ देखते ही नहीं हो, ये नहीं हो, So, Lord Ramchandra, he is showing example of a surrendered husband, helpless husband if the wife is behind, And he goes, and by that time Ravana comes and kidnaps Mother Sita. Of course, when Marich shouts, there's another very beautiful teaching here, especially for the Grihasthas and actually also for the Brahmacharis. Grihasthas, it teaches that keep your cool. That's how women are. And for the Brahmacharis, think before getting into it. That is what your future is. Because when Marich was hit by the arrow, Marich starts shouting. He starts shouting, Lakshman, Lakshman, please come. Please help me, Lakshman, Sita, like that. So Mother Sita gets confused and he imitates the voice of Lord Rama. And then Mother Sita gets very disturbed and she tells, Lakshman, immediately go. And Lord Rama had actually ordered, Lakshman, whatever happens, you should not leave Sita alone. But again Marich starts shouting loudly, Lakshman, Lakshman. Then Mother Sita says, can't you hear? Your brother is in pain. He's crying out for you. And Lakshman is very relaxed, He said, Devi, you be relaxed. In the three world, there is nobody who can make Lord Rama cry like this. So Mother Sita hears that once and then goes and sits. Again Marich shouts, Lakshman, Lakshman. Then Mother Sita comes angry. And then she has red eyes. And she's angry now. And she's disturbed. She says, okay, now I understood. So this was your plan. You were waiting for this opportunity. You wanted this to happen. So he says, Devi, what are you saying? I know you are a lusty rascal. You came with us because you have an eye on me. You want to kill Rama and make me your queen. Never even dream about it. I will never be yours. I will commit suicide before that. And Lakshmana closes his ears and he puts his head down and he says, please Devi, don't talk like this. Don't talk like this. No, I am warning you. Your plan is never going to be successful. Never. Lakshman could not tolerate it. Of course, Ramayana teaches that is why never take women seriously when they are angry. They will speak anything. They will speak anything. Don't take it seriously. If you take it seriously, then you will end up in a very bigger trouble. Tolerating an angry woman is a better peace than getting into an argument when they are angry. How many Grastas agree this? All of them. You just get into trouble. It's just give them some time. They will be peaceful. Listen. You will get used to BP medicine. The lifestyle doesn't give us blood pressure. But what gives us blood pressure is arguing with the wife. So be very careful. This is a very important teaching from Ramayana. So Lakshman actually leaves Mother Sita. Rather than hearing this criticism, he goes. And by that time Ravana comes and he kidnaps. He kidnaps Mother Sita. Of course, there's a big conversation there also. But there is one more very nice story which I don't want to miss. He kidnaps Mother Sita and he takes her to Lanka. Takes her towards Lanka. By that time, Jatayu, the great vulture, he sees. And he was already aware. And Jatayu was actually the friend of King Dashrath. He was aware that Lord Rama is here in the forests with his wife and Lakshman. When he hears the cry of Mother Sita, he actually goes. And he was very old. And he knew the strength of Ravana. Jatayu very well knew who is Ravana, what is his strength. Jatayu knew that he is very old. It is beyond his capacity to fight with. But when he heard the cry of Mother Sita, Jatayu actually says, without remembering any of these things, that he is old, Ravana is powerful, he just goes and directly starts attacking Ravana and shouts at Ravana. There's a whole conversation how Jatayu actually chastises and warns Ravana. And he actually scratches Ravana with his nails and his beaks, throws his sword out, even breaks his chariot partially. And then there's a big battle between Jatayu and Ravana. Ravana takes the sword out and with his very empowered weapon, he cuts off the wing of Jatayu. It's a big battle. Jatayu is very old, still he tries. And then he falls down unconscious. So by that time, Lord Ramachandra comes back with Lakshman, because Lakshman goes inside into the forest and he sees Lord Rama. Ramachandra says, why did you come? He said, you were crying out. He said, no, it was not me. He said, oh my God, will Sita be there? And they both run and come back to, and Lord Ramachandra cries out there. He cries loudly, Sita, Sita, where are you? And then it's actually a very beautiful narration in Ramayana. Lord Rama is shouting, oh Sita, where are you? And then he faints. He remembers that, did some Rakshasa eat Sita? Will I be able to see her again in this life? And he falls down unconscious. Again he gets up. Again he gets up. And he cries, Sita. And then there were birds in the tree. There were birds in the tree. So he was asking the birds that, have you seen my wife Sita? She was living here with me. Did you see her? Then he asked the trees, did you see my Sita? And he gets very angry. And then he looks at the sky and the whole creation. Sometimes it's a leela. It's a pastime. But there's a lot of teaching in that. In fact, one of our acharyas, they give a very nice commentary. They say that Lord Ramachandra was crying like anything. He was crying as if now he will also commit suicide. Or the scene was as if in separation he will die. Some people say, "Kaisa Bhagwan hai aap log ka yaar, itna halat kharab hai uska." So, but there is very beautiful pastime, and there is a teaching also from our acharyas. The pastime is like this: that when Lord Ramachandra was crying, sweating, fainting, sweating, tears continuously flowing from our crowd, Sita, Sita, like they're shouting and crying. So, Parvati and Shiva were passing by. Parvati and Shiva were passing by. Lord Shiva saw Lord Rama like this and smiled and walked off. Parvati saw and she got disturbed. She said, Arey, you are chanting the name of this fellow? Because Lord Shiva chants the name of Lord Rama. Arey, look at him. So Lord Shiva just passes by, smiling. So Parvati, she feels, my God, this cannot be God. She feels that, let me help this God. Parvati thinks. She takes the form of Sita and goes to Lord Rama. Stands there. And the Lord Ramachandra looks at her. He said, Devi, Parvati, what are you doing here? And where is Lord Shiva? And immediately Parvati feels so ashamed and she runs away from there. And then Lord Shiva tells her, you understood now? And then our acharyas explained that, Lord Ramachandra, he loves his wife so much. But more than that, He is teaching the grasthas. No, he is teaching the brahmacharis. If you get married, this is your future. And for the grasthas, boss, you have no choice. So what is more important to learn is that we have to develop our attachment to the Guru and Krishna. And we have to see our wife as the property of Guru and Krishna. And all the family obligation is duty towards the Supreme Lord only. In that connection, you will not be attached. Otherwise, Lord Rama is showing to you what will happen to you. Whatever your wife's name is there, you have to shout, Sita! Like that. So Lord Rama is teaching that, by his own example. Brahmacharis, you still have time. Think nicely, And grasthas, be attached to Guru and Krishna. Then you can come out of this Bhav-sagar. You can drag your wife and children back home, back to Godhead. Otherwise, they will drag you to Sansara Sagar. And then we know how Lord Ramachandra meets his greatest devotee, Hanuman. He meets Hanuman. Hanuman helps Lord Ramachandra to any extent. You cannot describe the devotion of Hanuman in such a short time. And he meets Hanuman, and we know there's a whole battle, how Hanuman, of course, then Lord Ramachandra actually, there's one more very nice lesson here. When Lord Rama was searching Sita Devi like this, he reaches a place where he sees a pond of blood. And then he thinks that, is it Sita's blood, body's blood? And he runs towards where the blood is flowing from. And then when he goes there, he sees Jatayu lying in the pool of blood and calling out, Rama, Rama, in pain, my Lord Rama, like this, with great pain. And it is said that Jatayu could not hold on his life, but he, with so much pain, but still he did not leave his body. He felt that though I failed in my duty to protect Sita, but I should keep my life together in this pain also, to convey Rama that Ravana kidnapped Sita. So when Lord Rama came, he went running and embraced Jatayu, he recognized him, and he cried. And then Jatayu, he actually explained that, and he was crying, and he was telling that, please, my Lord, my King, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I failed in my duty. I could not protect our Queen Sita. Ravana was so strong. I tried my best. Please forgive me. And he keeps crying. And Lord Ramachandra embraces Jatayu and cries. He cries like one has lost his own father. And after conveying this message, Jatayu actually requests Lord Rama. He requests Lord Rama, please give your permission to leave this material world. And Jatayu, Ram said, no, Lord Rama, no. You cannot go. You have to be here. And don't worry, I will make you perfect, young, and you can live as a youth. Then Jatayu looks at Lord Rama with tears in his eyes. He said, my Lord, please don't fool me. I know what is this material world all about, and don't try to attract me. Please let me leave. Then looking at Lord Rama's eyes, Jatayu takes his last breath and leaves his body. Valmiki explains that Lord Ramachandra was crying and weeping as if he's lost his own father, Dashrath. Lord Rama did not have the opportunity to give the final rites or see Dashrath Maharaj, but he treated Jatayu like Dashrath because he was his friend. And it is said, Lord Rama did the final rites like a son does for his father. He does that final rites for Jatayu. And Valmiki writes, Even though Jatayu failed in his duty, but by endeavoring it to perform his devotional service, he perfected his life. And the fortune which Jashraj Maharaj did not have of getting the final rights from Lord Rama, that fortune, who got? Jatayu. Jatayu got that fortune. And then Lord Ramchandra goes and he meets Hanuman and he creates a Vanar Sena. And there's so much description in detail about that also. How Hanuman and because till now Lakshman was always protecting Lord Rama, serving him, not sleeping. But now Hanuman and Lakshman both would actually protect Lord Rama in the night. They would be awake, and the best part of all this is that Hanuman and Lakshman, after then, whole night they would discuss Ram Katha. After giving rest to Lord Rama, Hanuman and Lakshman just discuss Lord Rama's glories, So Hanuman is a great devotee of Lord Rama. And Mother Sita now is kidnapped and kept in Ashok Vatika in Lanka. And there is one great devotee in Lanka. Who is that? Vibhishan. So when Vibhishan comes to know, he goes and preaches to Ravana. He says that, look, you don't know Ram. He is Lord Vishnu. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You cannot defeat him. You have brought the death of all the Rakshasa race in the form of kidnapping Sita. I am requesting you, let us all go back where Lord Rama is, fell at his feet and beg him forgiveness. With honor, give back Devi Sita. Because when a devotee preaches, it is automatically shaking the heart. So Ravana was shaken when Vibhishan preached him for the first time. But Ravana has 10 heads, 10 heads to think negative. Sometimes when you want to think negative, actually you will also have 10 heads. To think negative, Kali Yuga, everyone has 10 heads, Because your mind can think so much negative actually. So Ravana and his ministers, they all started preaching Ravana. I said, what are you telling? Rama, a human being, he is a human being. A useless fellow. Why are you worried about it? We'll go and now only kill him. Forget about him coming here. But again, there's of course a big description about it. Again and again, Vibhishan goes and preaches to to Ravana. But then finally, Ravana gets so disgusted and he is already attacked by the lust, and by preaching of Surpanaka. And above that, his demonic brothers and his demonic other ministers, they had contaminated him so much. There was no possibility for him to take any good advice. And he finally insults Vibhishan. And he tells, you rascal, you shameless fellow, rather than being on my side, you are the same. Kicks him actually. And then it is said, a gentleman will never be in a place where there is no self-respect. So Vibhishan decides to leave, and tears in his eyes. Because Vibhishan, being a devotee of Lord Rama, he could see the future that Ravana will be killed now. He could see that. So then he prays to the Lord and he leaves from there. When he leaves, he actually comes to Lord Rama with his followers and wanted to take shelter of Lord Ramachandra. So before he could come, Sugriv, Angad, Hanuman, they all recognize that one Rakshasa is flying around and trying to come towards the camp of Lord Rama. Already the battle was set. So immediately they stop, alert Vibhishan. And the message goes to Lord Rama that a Rakshasa brother of Ravana, wants to come and meet you, my dear Lord. And Sugriv and Angad, they say that we see a sign of danger and a spy. So better not take chance. My Lord, if you order, we can kill them in the sky only. When Lord Rama heard Bibhishan, he's an eternal devotee of Lord Rama. So no, it's Bibhishan, let him come. So as soon as Bibhishan comes, so Lord Ramchandra, he addresses Bibhishan. He says that, please welcome. He is Bibhishan. He is Lankesh, the king of Lanka. So king of Lanka is Ravana, but how could Lord Ramchandra say Bibhishan the king of Lanka? So Radha Govind Maharaj explains very nicely about this. He says as soon as Lord Ramchandra addresses Bibhishan as Lankesh, it creates a confusion into the mind of the monkeys around. Jambavan, Sugriv, Hanuman, Vibhishan. I don't remember who asked the question. But one of the monkeys, they asked Lord Rama, my Lord, whatever comes from your mouth has to be true. So Ravana is Lankesh. How did you address Vibhishan as the king of Lanka now? He said, very soon Ravana will die because of his sin. And then Vibhishan will become the king of Lanka. And he has taken our shelter. So then another intelligent monkey asks, but well, now Vibhishan took your shelter. You already made him the king of Lanka. If tomorrow Ravana comes and takes shelter, then what? What you will do then? So Lord Ramchandra smiles and he says, if Ravana comes, I will make him the king of Ayodhya. If he comes and takes my shelter. I cannot reject anyone who takes my shelter. So another intelligent person asks, oh, if Ravana comes and takes shelter, you will make him the king of Ayodhya. And what about Bharat, who is already in Ayodhya? Bharat, Lord Ramchandra smiles. He says, Bharat, I will make him the king of Vaikuntha. So then, devotees are more intelligent. So they ask, my Lord, this is a very beautiful thing. He said, my Lord, if you make Bharat the king of Ayodhya, where will you live? So I will go and live in the heart of my devotees. I will go and live in the heart of my devotees. There is no better place for me than the heart of my devotees. And everyone had tears in their eyes. Hearing this for Lord Rama. So this teaches that, the Lord is more eager to sit in the heart of his devotees. And devotees have to develop these qualities of surrender at any cost, at any situation. Like Bibhishan. Bibhishan did not care about his consequences. He was firm. I will not go against Rama. That means we should never go against the teachings of Lord Rama. And always take shelter of Lord Rama. Isn't it a beautiful teaching? So in this way, there's a battle. And in that battle, Ravana, of course the battle goes on. It's a very beautiful narration how, the Vanar Sena was fighting with Rakshasas. But the prime, the biggest general of this whole battle was Hanuman. At one point even Lord Rama and Lakshman were actually injured. Injured in the battle, no? What is that weapon? Nagapasha, no? They were injured. But Hanuman was the hero of the whole battle. Of the whole battle. Of course, later on, when Lord Rama reaches back to Ayodhya with Devi Sita, that's when Lord Ramchandra glorifies Hanuman. So much he glorifies, the whole assembly cries, actually. So, after this whole battle, Ravana was very difficult to be killed. Uh, which Muni comes and gives the weapon to Lord Rama? Huh? Agastya Muni, no? He comes and gives the weapon and hints him where to attack. Where he had what? Amrit, he had some nectar. If that is killed, then Ravana will die. He destroys that and then cuts off his heads and Ravana dies actually. So now after Ravana dies, that day is Dashera. That is the day. So last year I was actually reading the pastimes. I was actually in Bhiwandi. So it was Dashera. So I was just trying to read Ramayana and just read few pages of Rama killing Ravana and Dashera festival. So very nice narration is there, the 2-3 pages. It is said that after Ravana was killed, Lord Ramchandra, he sends Hanuman. And he tells you, go and in Ashok Vatika immediately, before we reach there, go and inform Sita. Go and inform Sita that Ravana is killed. And I'm very soon coming. So Hanuman goes with pleasure, happily dancing, jumping, and while jumping he destroys few trees, So then when he reaches the name of Lord Rama and dances Mother Sita, and then pays full obeisances to her and tells her that our Lord is coming very soon, and he has killed Ravana. Mother Sita was very fearful. Even when she heard that Ravana is killed, she was still fearful and she wanted to make sure the other Rakshashis and Ashok Vatika actually could not hear that. She said, like Hanuman, that don't speak loudly. He said, no, he's killed now. And then he looks around and he sees that Mother Sita is fearful. She is fearful because of this Rakshashis may hear. So Hanuman says, Devi, just be here. Within few seconds, I will kill all of them and come back. And we'll celebrate. The Mother Sita says, don't think like this. Don't think like this. In this situation, there is a very beautiful story which Mother Sita tells, The very beautiful story Mother Sita says to Hanuman. She tells there was a hunter and a tiger was chasing the hunter. The hunter goes up on the tree to save his life. And on the tree was a bear, right? And then the tiger down tells the bear had already eaten sufficient honey and sleeping. So the tiger says the bear that, look, this fellow who is on your tree, this is the hunter, enemy of both of us. Enemy of both of us. For our protection, push him so I can eat him. The bear looked at him. He said, I am full and I am not interested in doing such an act when I am satisfied. So the tiger thinks what to do. Sita is telling the story. Then the tiger tells the human being, hunter, I said, look, I have to fulfill my stomach. So you do one thing, I will not kill you. You push this bear. You push this bear. If you push this bear, I will eat and you live peacefully, I will go away. So then the hunter looks down at the tiger and looks at the bear who is sleeping. Thak karke, without thinking anything, pushes that bear down. And the bear, while falling, catches the branch and holds and goes up. And then goes and sleeps again. So then the hunter said, hey, you rascal, throw this rascal down. Are you fool or what? Look at what he did with me. He said, I don't want to be the same like he is, and sleeps. And Mother Sita tells to Hanuman that even an animal in Lord Rama's kingdom has this intelligence. We should never give pain to someone without any reason. Forget about that. Even if someone gives us pain, we should not desire to give pain to others. Even in that situation, Mother Sita tells this story to Hanuman. Hanuman feels a little ashamed. And then Lord Ramachandra comes there. Devi Sita comes. As soon as Lord Rama comes in front of Devi Sita, and it is said in Ramayana that there is a distance all the monkeys. And Devi Sita is a very chaste queen. But so many monkeys were there. And they all had heard about Sita and beauty of Sita. And they are not humans, so they are monkeys. They are looking at Mother Sita like this, with their eyes out and looking at her beauty. And Mother Sita felt very shy. She put her head, and moreover, her Prana Vallabh, Lord Rama, had come in front of her. So seeing him also, she was very shy. She put her head down. And all the monkeys were also looking at her. That also made her shy. And when she was coming to Lord Rama, from the distance, Lord Rama remembered that because she lived in Ashok Vatika, in the territory of Ravana, she will be questioned about her chastity. So then Lord Rama says, stop! She says, stop. And as a king now, he tells her, Devi, you have lived in the territory of an enemy, Ravana. And the world will ask about you and your chastity and your purity. I would like you to give the test of that. You walk from the fire, and if you're chaste and pure, you will come out, unaffected. It is said that when Mother Sita heard that, her heart broke down and she had tears in the eyes. Hanuman, Jambavan, Sugriv, all the monkeys, they all had tears. They said, how is it possible that Mother Sita can be impure? But still Lord Ramachandra, he made Devi Sita to walk through that fire, go into the fire and come out. Of course, there's a very big pastime, how Sita Devi was with actually Agni. And Chaya Sita, Maya Sita was there, who comes out. So like this. And then, it's only one day left and Bharat is waiting there. And Bharat already prepares. He already handovers all the affairs to Sumanta, the minister, and all the niti to Kuluguru Vashishta. And he tells us, there is no sign of Rama coming. So I have to prepare to enter fire. Please take. And everyone in Ayodhya is crying. And by that time, Lord Rama takes the Pushpaka Vahan of Brahma. Kuber, which was captured by Ravana. And that was a very special Pushpaka Vahan. Lord Rama, with all of them and all the monkeys, he jumped into that, and it is said that it will make space without expanding for everyone. So then Lord Ramchandra with all the Vanaras was crossing by. And while they were crossing by Kishkinda, all of you went, no, Kishkinda? Bus party recently? Who all went to Kishkinda? So then, all the monkeys were looking down, and some of the monkeys had tears also. Lord Rama saw, the monkeys are looking at their wives and children's. So he took the Pushpak Vahan and took all of them also in the Vahan, and took them all to Ayodhya. And then Hanuman comes ahead and tells Bharat, stop, Lord Rama is coming. And then, yesterday was the day when Hanuman comes, and the whole Ayodhya was lit up, whole night and day for Lord Rama. And today is the day Lord Ramchandra actually reaches Ayodhya. And Ayodhya was full lighted. And full everywhere there were lamps. There was a big festival of Lord Rama's coming back. It is a symbol of victory over evil, coming from darkness to light. So, this is the auspicious day when this pastime happened. Actually, there was one more pastime which happened, but we don't have time. It's already 9 o'clock today. On the day of Diwali, the Krishna book, the pastime of Brahmanis giving their husbands yajna paraphernalia and all the yajna bhoga to Krishna and Balaram also happened today. Just little away from here, a few kilometers from here, comes the border of Mathura and Vrindavan. In that border, there is a small village, and there's a very beautiful temple. I've been to that temple, where actually this pastime took place. It's already 9 o'clock. Maybe tomorrow I will tell this pastime. It's a very, very beautiful pastime. Tomorrow maybe in Ter Kadamba I'll tell this. You remind me. Tomorrow in Ter Kadamba I'll tell this pastime. Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki. So Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj and Radha Govind Maharaj, they explain that Lord Rama's life has so much teaching. It helps the devotees to become ideal and become a humble servant in the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any questions? Maybe tomorrow evening we'll try to have. Yes. What is that? Did not want it to? Why he did not want? To get Raman, to get Sita back? It is not his army, it is Bharat's army. He never thought that Ayodhya, he is the king of Ayodhya. He always thought that after 14 years, we will see what will happen. Till then, Bharat is the king. So, he... Yes?
All the brothers were knowing before, that Lord Rama is Lord.
Yeah, of course. But sometimes what happens, no, you've seen, sometimes there is a stage show and drama going on. And the drama is so nicely set that sometimes the hero or heroine, they actually really cry. Whereas they are doing drama, but the emotion, it overflows the person so much that person forgets that he is acting. He actually gets into the role only. He thinks that he is himself. So the Lord also, when he comes to perform his pastimes, he knows he's performing pastime. But devotees are so attractive, the Lord forgets that he is the Lord. And there are so many narrations in that. When Lord Rama, actually when he's seeing that Sita is not there, there is no reciprocation from the birds, from the demigods, even ask sun god, have you seen Sita? Nobody responds. Then he says, I will destroy the 3 worlds. Then the voice comes, my Lord, you're doing a pastime. Please. There's a mention. My Lord, you're doing the pastime. So Lord is a person, he has emotions. And devotees are the one who attracts the emotions of the Lord. That is the rasa. That is the beauty. That is the taste of devotion. This is the richness of devotion. For this we can give up everything. The pleasures of this material world in the form of family, society, sex life, car, property, possession, mutual funds, all these things have no value because this devotion is so rich, isn't it? It is so rich. Understood? So we'll stop here. Any other questions? Okay. Hare Krishna.